long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
On first down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 97 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play actions.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's third down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On 2nd and 12, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He finds finds Humphreys.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And an alley to run. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 35 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Rodgers. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this. Work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A second down run with Lewis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Mariota. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mariota to sneak it. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
They begin with Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Rodgers. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards the pickup there. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
Back 55! Back 55!
Hey, Delta.
Check, check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Gun. 3 on 3. Motion, motion, motion. Go to 50. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
I'm coming. 55's mine.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they try to sweep to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Mariota now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Single. Check. 3. Hey, watch the slant.
One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.